Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I oftentimes get requests for videos on eyebrows, so here you go. We're going to start out by brushing our eyebrows with our spoolie. This one came on the back of my brown eyebrow pencil that I picked up from the hair store. And it's a little bit white because I use milk of magnesia to prime my eyebrows because I'm very oily. And I think that just helps the pencil stick on and keeps it from smudging all day. So you just take your spoolie and brush out both eyebrows any direction. Definitely want to try to go the direction that your hair grows. But if for any reason you want to go the other way, then that's completely up to you. So you take the brown pencil and you start on the bottom. Now what I did on this video is on the right side, which is the first eyebrow I'm doing. I did the eyebrows that most girls do that I follow, where they box them all the way in the front, just to show you guys why I don't. But I did clean them up at the end, so if you decide that's how you want to do your eyebrows, then that's fine. It's just a little bit unrealistic looking to me. But use a heavier hand in the back of the eyebrows to make them appear darker, and then lighter in the front so you have the gradient effect. And then you take the spoolie and you brush them out. As you can see, it takes a lot longer the more eyebrow pencil you use, because that's more product that you have to work with. And that's more that you actually have to brush. So as you can see, I'm still brushing out the front of the eyebrows and the back, because you have to remove all of the harsh lines, which I'm sure you guys know by now. But as you can see, even after constant brushing, you still have the box shape. To me, it's a little bit more apparent. So on this eyebrow, I'm going to do the look that I typically go for. And it's a more realistic looking eyebrow shape to me. But the first line you make is actually going to go above the eyebrow to the peak, to show you where to start once you go over the top of it, like so. And then you draw out the tail. Now the good thing about it is once you draw out the eyebrow, with the pencil, the concealer is what you're actually going to use to shape the eyebrow. Although it may not be perfect while you're drawing it, when you use your concealer to clean it up, that's when you can actually get the shape that you want. So on this part, you can see I'm actually blending the eyebrow here in the front and a downward motion towards the back of the eyebrow, and then upward, and then blending the pencil backwards after that part. It sounds more difficult than what it looks, but as you can see, that eyebrow looks a lot more natural than the other eyebrow, and there is no box shape in the front. So that's why I go with that method, and I don't line my eyebrow all the way in the front. Next, you're going to take your flat brush or angled brush, whichever you prefer. I use a square one from e.l.f. and LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn for me, but whatever color you need for yours. And just lining underneath the eyebrows from front to back. And then you're gonna take your finger and blend the concealer downwards towards your eyelid. If you're going to use this concealer as a base coat for an eyeshadow, then of course you would need to use a lot more. If you're going for an everyday no makeup look and you just want to do your eyebrows, you would use a lot less. If you're going to use a lot less, you need to be a little bit more precise with the pencil. If you're going to use a lot more, then you have more room for error, because you can cover it up with the actual concealer. And I typically only go over, when I'm doing a no makeup look, the tail end of my eyebrow, but I also use less milk of magnesia, so I don't have to go over the whole top. But either way, I use the same color. You can use your skin color on the top if you would like. If you're using foundation, then it doesn't matter, because it's going to be covered up anyway.
And my phone isn't on it. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'm using my recorder.
Here you can see, after I blended out the concealer on the top and the bottom, you have a nice natural looking eyebrow shape from the beginning, the front of the eyebrow to the tail. And even on the other eyebrow, even though it's that box shape, I want it to be fair and clean it up with concealer, just so you guys can see how it looks. Overall, the eyebrow shape isn't bad, so if you prefer to line yours all the way in the front, then that's fine. I just don't. I think it's a little bit more harsh looking, and I still see the box. But that again is just a personal preference of mine. So you do the same thing. Take the concealer underneath the eyebrow, clean it up from the front to the back, and then use the brush or your finger to pull the concealer down towards your eyelid.
Bye.
And then you would start with the tail to make the point or the shape that you want. And then follow that all the way across the top of your actual eyebrow. And then take your finger or the brush, whichever you prefer, and blend out the concealer towards your edges and your hairline, whichever you want. So here you go. You have the method that I choose on your left and the one on the right that others choose. Again, that gives you the more box shape, but ultimately the goal is good eyebrows. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment and subscribe. Bye.